So, we were at the Anunnaki who required gold to sustain their existence. See, gold, I'm certain human beings believe that crystals have a certain energy, a certain essence about it that support you in a way, upliftment, healing, etc. In terms of the gold in which the Anunnaki require to sustain themselves, because if they didn't have it, they'd actually deplete and die. I'll get to more about how the planets were placed with the races and their specific expressions and why it was that way in a moment. I'm just going to first continue explaining what exactly was happening. So, the trouble they were in was that their gold was running out. In other words, their planet, their entire city, their entire planet had about, later on only about 700 beings left because of the depletion of the beings and when they die because of the necessity for gold. Usually they'd obtain gold, they had a specific planet. It was basically, it was, I don't know how to describe it exactly, but it was black. And there was, you could call, let's take a sun that burns out, okay, and it remains like this big round coal basically, and it's fusing with all sorts of gases and burning liquids and etc. Like a volcano, like a massive round volcano, or something like that. Now it's lava, but not lava exactly, that was in the center of this planet. And of course they had methods and methodologies of how to obtain gold and actually manifest gold from that planet. But eventually, it's almost just like a star. It exploded and firstly killed all the Anunnaki races who worked there, who worked there to obtain the gold necessary for their planet, and that was the only method they had. Previously, long time ago, the forefathers of the Anunnaki race used meteorites. There was gold from there as well, but then later that also ran out, and they found this planet and they found a method of how to obtain gold from the substance that was presented from a star. And everyone was dying. So Anu, Enki, and Leo Marduk were like fascinating together. And Anu said he refuses to die. He needs gold and he will obtain gold. And now you're probably wondering, where is the city of gold? Where was the city of gold? The city of gold was within this solar system, within this universe existence. But when Anu specifically discovered Earth, the Anunnaki's gold city moved down to the Earth's core. And I'm certain many beings are going, what? No, impossible. Yes. They used to exist interdimensionally in terms of their manifested city of gold, but it's not gold per se. Just remember, it's gold, but it's a different gold. The gold that they received here on Earth was the gold they used to rebuild their city in the Earth's core. And what else happened? So you're probably asking, how did the Anunnaki get here to Earth in the first place? Well, now they required another method of how to obtain gold, another planet or expression, manifested placement such as that one which I said described as a black, coalish, volcano lava manifestation. That's how I describe it. And you're probably wondering, where is gold coming from here on Earth? gold is not a natural resource here on Earth. Gold was here because of the Anunnaki. And of course, mankind. Mankind actually, in the beginning, developed the gold here for the Anunnaki. And of course, the Anunnaki, you have to remember the following as well. The Anunnaki never manifested like this, 3D, never. They were in an interdimensional vacuum in the Earth's core, which means that they're quantum, space and time, interdimensional beings. They're not defined, and they're not enslaved or trapped by the idea of limitation this physicality represents. And so Anu required a solution. And during that time, the Atlanteans were, you know, you have those wise, old races. I don't know, in stories they're usually called the elders or something like that. Now, the Atlanteans were those. And of course, Sacha, from Alcyone, she usually, when something specifically was required, she'd either direct a being to a certain planet, to a certain race, or direct them to the Atlanteans, which she did often. So, Anu went to Sacha, and Sacha directed him to the Atlanteans. And he visited the Atlanteans and he presented them with his situation. Now, of course, remember, Anu and his race of Anunnaki were Reptilians, and they were able to shapeshift. So he presented himself in a presentable way, meaning as a being from another planet. And he went to the Atlanteans, presenting them with his problem and what's happening with his planet currently. Okay, this is Jack. I'll continue in the next interview.